what you all do, the City Church and all the other churches here to do for that Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, it's just, I love it. I love participating in it. I love being a part of it there, and just all the people that are so appreciative of having a Thanksgiving meal that they can actually, if you're by yourself, you can come down there and eat with a whole group of people and it's a family meal. And
Amen. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor.
God bless.
On that same note, another organization in town had a turkey dinner last Saturday.
The Eagles, the Collinsville
The
Eagles,
Eagles,
yes.
and they served over 200
Wow,
meals that
awesome.
day. And
We have another one tomorrow.
Wow.
The ministry at the community center is having their Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow for the community too, from 11 to 1. So we're very fortunate. I mean, we're very fortunate to have so many organizations and churches, everything that just to all community minded.
That's right.
And it's me to be proud to be from here.
That's right.
Because we do have an amazing supportive community. Anytime there's a need, where people come forward and help. So I'm looking forward to Thursday. It really is a tradition now in my family, and always will be. And I just very, very, very proud of our community of how much they donate and support, and that 50 turkeys and all the fixins and all the pies and the money and then have the people come and deliver. I mean, because they deliver all over the county. What I mean? It's just not Collinsville. It's everywhere. Anybody wants a meal, they're getting a meal that day. So I'm just super pumped for Thursday. And I thank you guys so much. City Church, of course. I mean, they take the lead of organizing and taking all those calls, and what they do in the kitchen. I tell everybody, you should come down and see that kitchen staff. It's amazing how they strip those turkeys of the meat and get everything in the trays, and and everybody's having fun. I mean, it's nobody's complaining, and everybody has fun and they enjoy being there, and it's awesome. So, thank you. All right, we're going to move on to correspondence. Got a couple appointments to the reappointment for Dolly and another appointment to the Community Center board. So we'll go through that. We already appointed her. Oh, so we're
She
just
just one that's on her, I don't know.
Bill Colvin.
okay. Mr. Colvin has requested to be on there, and he does a lot of work up at that Board of Theater. So I'm happy to hear that they finally convinced him to be on the board. Be it resolved by the City Council, City of Collinsville, to appoint William Colvin to the Greater Collinsville Area Community Center Board as a voting member, term to expire the first Monday in January 2020, and appointment Ken Johnson as a non-voting member. I so move. Is there a second?
second.
City Clerk, take the
Councilwoman Tazan,
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre,
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. Okay, we're going to go to the regular agenda. Be it resolved by the City Council, City of Collinsville, to approve the minutes from the October 17, 2017 City Council meeting. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. We'll waive the 4-day rule. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to waive the 4-day resolution rule to allow for items submitted after the 4-day rule to be read at the meeting tonight. Such resolutions will be marked with an asterisk. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Karpiak.
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. Okay. We're going to go into the Police Department report. Chief, are you ready?
Yeah. Mayor, council members, I submit the police report for the month of October 2017. Total of $4,813.17 was in fines was remitted to the city treasurer. The police department answered 362 complaints, 44 calls for requests for assistance, 3 courtesy warnings were issued,
Start there.
4 14 criminal and traffic-related arrests, 26 traffic accidents were investigated, 52 traffic citations were issued, 28 non-traffic citations were issued, and the police vehicles traveled a total of 4,917 miles on patrol.
It's been an exciting month.
Yeah.
Speaking of is truck 40 in service now? Or are we still getting outfitted?
It is in Monongahela,
Okay.
getting upfitted, and I expect to have it back any day.
Great. I'm sure the guys are looking forward to having another vehicle to
Yeah.
ride around, because it's kind of strapped right now, that car being down.
You know, we're very busy, and right now we have a total of two patrol cars. One has been out, it was getting repaired for an accident it was involved in, and I will have that vehicle back tomorrow. So we will have 3 patrol cars, and then when we get 40, we'll have 4, so we'll be able to rotate them.
How's the click it or ticket going?
Very well. Considering, you know, the vehicles that we have to work with, the guys are doing a really good job, and they're very busy. And we've been extremely busy with a lot of vehicles getting broken into, and I'm pleased to say that in the last couple of days that we have caught and apprehended 3 of those individuals
Awesome.
that were doing that.
Wonderful.
Today we caught 2. Yesterday I believe we got 1.
And I saw that we're starting to see that the bad people are out doing their Christmas shopping by stealing packages off porches here.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yes, I know it's tough, but people are out working and they're having they're ordering online, and like the packages are being delivered to their front porch. If there's any way or means you could have your neighbors, if you're not available, if you're home, have your neighbors pick them up or deliver to someone that you know that's home, because they're out looking for these items on your porch and they will take them.
100%.
And they drive around in cars looking for them.
Yeah, so importantly is that if you notice something suspicious on your street or in your neighborhood, call 911 immediately and report it.
Yeah.
Don't approach these people, don't take it in your hand, just call the police, they'll handle it. And then one other thing, Chief, are the power company salespeople, or did they ever come in and get their peddler's license? Because I know we are having that problem again.
We were, but the last week I haven't heard any
Okay.
complaints.
Did they ever come in and get their peddler's license though?
Not to my
Okay.
knowledge.
So if somebody comes to your door in this city and they're peddling gas or water or power,
Electric, yeah.
the first thing you ask for is a peddler's license. When they tell you they don't have one, close the door, call 911, let our police officers come out, and we will run them out. Because the thing is that we're not restricting them from coming here. We just want them to follow the rules, and they all know that they have to get this peddler's license. Because what that does is that gives our chief the opportunity to do a background check on these individuals and make sure they're not criminals coming from another state, or because most of them are not anywhere near from here. Just we want to make sure the citizens of our city are safe and not being forced into showing your bills, because you never have to show your bill to anyone. You know, we're not in a communist country here. You know, you don't have to show your bills to anyone or give your information out to anyone. But so if you have that problem, please call in the police, because I'm telling them, people to call all the time to, you know, come get them. If they want to come down here and do their peddler's license, that's fine. That's the way we do our business here. But
We're not the only municipality that has been having this problem.
it's all over.
And they're told that maybe they are legitimate, but they're told that they have to get a license to do this, and they're just refusing to do so.
And not to use aggressive tactics.
And
to
they
get
are
their
very
bills.
aggressive.
Yes.
They're actually harassing at point.
I've had them.
Yeah.
And I was surprised at the young kid. There was 2 of them, 2 young men, and I was impressed at how much they wanted to work. And then it impressed me even more to the point where I didn't want them to work on my porch anymore. And I said, you know, I'm not going to do this, so you're going to have to leave. But I never thought of asking for a peddler's license.
I mean, Listen, the only ones we don't require a peddler's license are like church groups or nonprofit groups. We require them to have a peddler's license. Is that correct, Chief?
Yeah. It's
We'd like for them to check in with you, especially if they're going to do any tagging or anything like that, so we know that they're
Any
safe
group.
on it.
I want to be notified, so I know who's out there. If we get a call or
Right.
complaint, I know how to address it, what to tell my guys and who to look for, who, say like a school group, like a football team or whatever, cheerleaders, whatever it may be, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. We don't take money from them for a license. We'll let them do it, but I do want to know where they're
Be
at.
notified.
Yes.
I totally.
I actually thought the one guy that was doing the electric thing with me was a kid that I buy pies from. He looked at it. I even asked him, I said, I buy a pie from you last year?
Most of them are not from. They
Yeah.
like literally come in like a minivan and drop them all off, and then they. Dunbar was having an issue with them, and other places I know that. Like I said, we're not trying to keep them out. Just follow the rules, and you can go door to door and do what you need to do. But we just don't want them taking advantage of anybody here, because we had a lot of reports of them being really rude and very aggressive with these people. So, all right, and then Chief, we're gonna hire a patrolman tonight. Finally gonna get us back up to our 15-man force. I just want to give us a quick little background on Mr. Garlick, to why
Sure.
we're choosing him, and
We went through a couple of months back. We started to go through our civil service hiring, and we gave out. Well, we received 9 applications, and out of those 9, the date of the test, the civil service test, 5 showed up for the testing. After the physical test and the written exam, 4 moved on. 1 failed to move on out of the 5. Out of the 4, after the interviews, after the written test, and after the interviews, 1 candidate, he stood out amongst all of them. He scored very, very high on the written exam, and he also scored very high on the oral interview with civil service. That individual is James Tyler Garlick. He's 24 years of age. He went to high school at Albert Gallatin. He graduated with a Master's of Arts degree from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, where he majored in criminology there. He also has a Bachelor's of Science degree that he earned at Penn State Fayette, where he majored in Administration of Justice. He is graduating today. He should be graduated already from the municipal police officers training at Westmoreland County Community College. So he did very well in all the testing. He was the highest scorer. There's 3 that's presented to council, the top 3 names, and he was number 1. And his scores were very, very high. And I think he might even have scored on his written exam the highest score that we ever had on an entry test. So
yeah, I like.
I'm looking forward to having him.
I got to watch their agility testing. That was pretty. I've never seen it before, but he manhandled the dummy they had to drag around the field, and it was not a light piece of equipment that they had to do, and he's definitely in shape, and I've actually had several conversations with him after that, and he just seems like I'm excited for him to get involved in this police department. I think he'll be a good fit here, and he'll work hard,
Oh yeah.
and we'll know that
He has a
we'll
good
do.
background. His father is a state trooper. He's close to retirement at this point. James wants to go the municipal route, and he's excited about coming here. And I think he's going to be a very, very good addition to the Connersville Police Department.
I'm gonna read the resolution, but I got one more thing I want to ask you, so we can clear up some misinformation that was released to the public about maybe a statement you made. let me read this, we'll get this, we'll go to that real quick, and then we'll be done.
Okay. Want me to hang out here?
Yeah, hang on one second.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions for the chief about this? Okay. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to hire James Tyler Garlick as patrolman starting December 1st, 2017. Wages to be dictated by the CPOA contract with wages to be taken out of line item 410.142. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Corpier?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kazan?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Mayor Longfellow?
Yes. And Patrolman Garlick will be here our December meeting to be sworn in.
Yes, you will.
So I'll be, and I told him that he'll have to give a, all our new hires always have to give a little speech at our meeting, so see what he comes up with.
Christmas, bring us a gift. Please.
So Chief, I was talking to our city clerk today, and the school district, Collinsville School District, is exploring maybe getting a police dog. And I think maybe you were misquoted saying that you were against this dog, having them get this dog, and I just wondered if you want to maybe clarify your statement on that.
I received a phone call from Chief Parlak, and we discussed maybe entering into an agreement with the dog. I am not against a dog. What I had discussed was a bomb dog, so to speak. I'm not interested in. The reason being, I don't see myself getting many calls for that type of search. All I got to do,
Thankfully.
all I have to do is pick up the telephone, and I can have bomb dogs at my disposal within half an hour to an hour. Westmoreland County, our neighbors, there's a dog handler there, and I'm very good friends with him. I've known him for years. He could bring me 3 dogs, which he just
I was gonna say,
recently has.
Just with the bomb scare.
The thing that happened up at the high school, we had, he was here within an hour. I had 3 dogs. We did the sweep, locked down the school. Next morning, I had several officers up there, maybe 9, 10 officers, and we checked all the kids' bags as they entered the school. So that was all covered. You might get a call like that every 6 months, 9 months. So I can't see having a dog here and, on a full-time basis. Now, what I would be interested in is a drug dog / tracking dog, patrol dog. That would be very beneficial for my department. So I would be interested in something like that.
So the partnership would be the school district would hire an officer with the dog, or who's getting who would get the
Dog would be here. Now, I don't know all the particulars because I just talked to Chief Parlak,
Okay.
on a couple of minutes. I mean, I didn't see anything in writing. I didn't see,
Well, I saw that they were applying for the Ben Roethlisberger Foundation because he does the
Okay.
police dogs. They were applying for a grant to see if they were accepted.
Somebody submitted Connellsville Police Department's name, and I know we're high on the list. I was told this. I never seen anything in writing.
Now, Tim, that would be something that we would have to discuss, right? I mean, if it's
They applied for a grant for us.
Yeah, really, that should.
yeah. So I mean, we'll have to definitely need to explore this a little bit more and make sure because I mean, if they applied for a grant for the city, I mean, that's not.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
I don't
so-
know who submitted our department. I have no clue.
If it was just like a nomination, that's one thing.
We'll just have to figure that out. But if because there's a lot of cost involved in that, and we'd have to definitely discuss that and see what the school district's involvement of that cost is going to be.
There's a lot of grants, there's a lot of help out there for that. And that's just something down the
Okay.
road. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not interested in it right now.
Okay.
Maybe in a year or so, that's a possibility.
Okay.
But right now, I'm not.
And then just one more thing. Was there any arrests made in the bomb threat at the high school?
No.
No. Still ongoing investigation?
No, I think it's pretty much done. It's closed. If something would arise again, then we would reopen it. But at this point,
So nobody.
no. We had a couple of suspects, and we think we feel we know who did it, but
Not enough evidence.
not enough to prove it.
Okay. Yeah, I just had somebody ask me about that the other day, and but it's the perfect time to talk about it.
Sure.
Guys, anything else? All right, Chief, thanks.
You're welcome.
Didn't mean to put you on the interrogations.
Okay, I'm used to it.
Whatever, that's all right. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the adopt the fair housing resolution, which is Councilman Karpiak's favorite thing every year.
It's a wonderful time of the year.
Okay.
Read it all.
Well, no, Tim cut me down, so it's going to be good. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to adopt the Fair Housing Resolution as follows. It is the policy of the City of Collinsville to implement programs to ensure equal opportunity housing for all persons regardless of race, color, sex, national origin, religion, familial status, handicap, age, ancestry, and use of guide or support animals because of the blindness, deafness, or physical handicap of the user, or because the user is a handler or trainer of the support or guide animals. Therefore, the City of Collinsville does hereby pass the following resolution. I so moved. Is there a second?
Second. You know, I don't really, I don't joke about this because of, how can I say, what it is. I joke about because it's not necessary. We already